All right, so we're recording. Hi, guys. Thank you for your flexibility. I know that it's not ideal to have to change the time, especially with such quick notice. But I I love football. I think I was planning in my head to watch the Super Bowl, but didn't really put it together that I also had this. I mean, like we always have this team call at 8 o'clock, and I just couldn't guarantee that the game would be over or that we'd be home. And I also knew that a lot of people have activity surrounding the Super Bowl, and I just didn't want to make it stressful for anybody. So we're doing this recording now. You guys have hours through the rest of Sunday to watch it. So yeah, I'm just really grateful for flexibility and that you guys who are on here are on here. Like we say, like show up to go up. And so I'm really grateful for your guys' dedication to your business. Even if you're watching this later, that is dedication to your business. And I am so grateful to have you in this business with us. So we're going to go over a couple quick things because it's a new month. It's February. Honestly, close day for my team was crazy. I don't know about Taylor's or Alexa's, but you guys, I'm just so grateful for this business and the way that it stretches us and the way that we have to, we just have to believe in things so much bigger in this space than if we were working a 9 to 5. And those of you who still are working a 9 to 5, like it's so different. It's outside the box. And so I'm just really excited to keep learning and to keep experiencing this with you guys. I wanted to do a quick refresh on the Facebook groups because as people join, I know on my team page on Facebook, I have a recording that kind of goes through all of the Arbonne lingo. And I need to update it because it doesn't have our updated team meeting times, but I will do that. I'll do a recording and then you guys can, as you have people join your team, have them watch that and they'll learn all about what does QV mean and what is close day and what is SRP, and just, all the things. What is qual? But the Facebook groups get a little bit confusing. So I wanted to kind of quick go over that. So there are 3 main Facebook groups that you guys are likely in. License Nation is our most direct, kind of like smallest web of people. And so for Taylor and Alexa and I, we are directly sponsored by Hannah Ammerman. And Hannah is sponsored by Lisa License. And so License Nation is our closest upline. And then there's one called Keesley Nation. And that is Jamie Keesley is a sideline sister to Lisa. And she does a ton with like recognition, and she does a lot more with planning different events and stuff. So like the championship summit that we just had here, she was one of the key people who was putting that together. And so there's just a ton of information in that one. And so that's why we're in both. And then our like really broad overhead, our closest nation, national vice president, is Changing Lives Nation. And that is kind of both Hope Baker and Holly Warnall. Hope Baker's team, and Holly's in there, and she does a lot of activity in there too. And so that's where you're going to see a lot of you'll see Hope has been doing a lot of posts in there because it's her group. She's been doing some lives to update on new products, and she talked yesterday about the 30-day and how to use the client tracker to make sure people stay engaged through the 30-day. And then after that, also getting them to transition to a consultant ID and get other people to join them as they have shared their life change from the program. So I just wanted to quickly go over those. They're all great resources. And I know they can get really confusing because there are so many different like levels of things going on. All 3 of those groups participate in our Sunday night call that is usually at the same time as our call. But if you guys ever have people wanting to get on to learn more about the Healthy Living program specifically, they can get on the Zoom call at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights. And then if you are wanting them to learn about the business, we always have a Discover Arbonne on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. And those are, it's the same link every week. We have different VPs who are going to be on there sharing about each of those things. So that's just quickly overview. And then the call that is tomorrow night is Hope Baker's team call. So that's that Changing Lives Nation. All of the people underneath Hope are invited on that call. She's amazing. She's actually who's leading our 30-day group that starts tomorrow this month. And I know that she's just going to be amazing in there. So that's the quick refresh. Next is, if you guys missed Holly's team call, this is so confusing, but at the beginning of the month, we have Holly's team call. And I said her and Hope work pretty much in tandem. And that is one that you call into. It's not a Zoom link. You physically call on your phone. And she always has a great trainer on there. And so yesterday she had this woman named Carrie Conley on, and she was talking all about vision and how important that is for your business as you look to grow. Because she has some really practical ways of going about making sure that you have crystal clear vision for every single step. So make sure that if you have not listened to that you go in and you listen to that call. If you guys have any problems finding any of the things I'm talking about, you can text me, you can Facebook message me, whatever you need, I'm happy to help. Next, new products. I hope you guys saw. I wanted to cry when I saw the eyeshadow palettes because they are so beautiful. I already have had some preferred clients ask me, how pigmented are they? And so I sent them, one of them, the national vice presidents in the company, Avery McCain Honeycutt. She's at Avery Honeycutt on Instagram. She did an Instagram TV video kind of going through how she has used some of those, because if you don't know, all the national vice presidents get the new products for the whole year when they're in Maui in January. So she had prepared this video and she posted it on the day that the products launched. And so if you guys have people being like, well, vegan makeup, I bet it doesn't even work. I mean, send them this video because it's amazing. I know Taylor and I watched it yesterday and we were blown away by her. I mean, she's a makeup artist. She went to school for this. So this is amazing, but she does 5 different looks, and the ways that she uses concealer on her eyes to make colors pop. It was just so fun to watch. So new eyeshadow palettes, and then also new hair care. So if you guys have been using the shampoo and conditioner, you'll notice that the other 2 lines that we used to have, we've had a color one and then the True Vibrance, I think it was called. Those 2 lines are no more. And we have brand new hair care. It is no sulfates, no phthalates. It's from what the VPs have told us. So Hope and Holly have both been using it and they love it. It's amazing for their fine hair. And it comes with also a leave-in treatment that makes your hair really soft. And it's it's not a serum, it's lighter than a serum. It's really nice. So make sure you guys get some of those products so you can tell people about them. Last couple updates, because then we'll get into this. I hope you guys saw that there are consultant perks this month. So with every 300 QV order that a consultant orders, so any consultant, doesn't have to be new, but this will happen for new ones too, you'll automatically receive a free Arbonne zipper bag in your purchase, which is fun. And then every new consultant that you sign on that has a 500 QV startup order, which is, you guys, that is what you want to be striving for. And you want to tell people, because what they're going to want to do is duplicate that in their businesses too. They'll say, hey, what did you do when you signed up? And I can confidently say, I did a 500 QV startup order because it's halfway to qualification for district. It gets me all of the products so that I can be genuinely sharing about them when people are asking. How's the skincare line? I can say, it's amazing. I love it. When people say, how are the nutrition products? Amazing. If you guys don't use one of those lines, by all means, if you got other products, maybe you got the baby line, maybe you got some makeup, you have this broader wealth of knowledge about products that you can share with your clients. or potential clients or potential consultants. So 500 QV startup order. And every time that happens, they get their free gift, they get their free shipping, and they're going to get a free Dissolve the Day facial cleansing cloths. I have mine right here. So these are like makeup cleansing cloths. They're really nice. I can use them. There's 30 that come in here, and I've had these for a while because you can use them like 3, maybe even 4 times, depending on how much makeup you're wearing. Like if you don't wear a lot, you can use like different corners of it. Work really well. And then you, as the sponsor, are going to receive a $50 bonus for every person you have sign on with that 500 QV startup order. So big incentive for you. And then as those people start, you can be like, hey, as you get people on your team with doing exactly what you're doing, you're going to get $50 every time. And there's no limit on that. So as many people as you want to sign up with a 500 QV startup order, you can get $50. So sky's the limit. I would go for that. That's like free money on the table, you guys. Last thing, goal cards. 2 weeks ago, we went over how to write your goal card, and there's a process of promote, qualify, bonus, or promote, bonus, qualify. I need to look. I don't want to say that out of order. You want to, promote to your level, then you want to bonus at that level, and then you want to qualify for the next level. That's kind of your order of operations. And so make sure that you guys are updating your goal cards. If you met your goal for the end of January, if your goal card was with the date end of January, make sure that you're updating. Even if you did not make that goal, update the date on it, because you're going to want to keep going for that goal. And I also want to emphasize that just because you did not make that goal, you made progress toward that goal, and that is amazing because you're moving your business forward. Okay, getting into the training. That was a lot of updates, but it's the first of the month. Well, it's the third of the month, but it's our first meeting of the month. So just wanted to make sure I went through all that. So last week we left off with sponsoring. And sponsoring can be really hard, especially because of all these reasons that I'm going to go over here. So Jerry said so many times in business and in life, we come against these emotional barriers that stop us in our tracks. Our mind focuses on them and keeps us struggling longer than we need to. So if we are going to become all that we were created to be, there are 7 things that we need to get over so that we can get on with accomplishing our goals and our dreams. All right? The first thing we need to get over is get over caring what other people think about us. And this one is huge. How many of you started this business, or before you started this business even, considered, I don't know if I can do this. What will people think? Who cares? So basically, Rachel Hollis always says this, and I love it. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. And basically, like, what the heart behind that is you are the only one who is going to care about your dreams and your goals. That nobody else is going to care about them as much as you do. And so who cares what other people think? If those are your dreams and goals, go for them. You can't pay your bills with other people's opinions. You can't, nobody else is going to pay for your kids' college. No one else is going to allow you to just stay home and have an income from them. So stop caring what other people think about you. A lot of times also, you are creating that perception of what people are thinking. Like, we love to think that people are thinking about us all the time, but more times than not, people aren't actually even thinking about you. So know that too. He said specifically, nobody is thinking about you. Don't give yourself that kind of credit. It's crazy what our perception of what other people think controls us. Because we create that, and then we think that that's what they're thinking about us. And I can't even tell you how many times I have not gotten a response from somebody, and then like I'll see them in person, they're like, and I have already worked up this story of like they think I'm weird, I was too pushy, they think I'm that girl, I'm so salesy, I'm annoying, they don't want to be my friend, they don't want to talk to me, like all of these things. And they'll come up to me and be like, hey, I'm so sorry, I totally forgot to message you back. And I'm like, oh. And then we like can have a conversation and it's just fine. Like I had that happen with a girl in my cohort, and she was like, yeah, I forgot to message you back. I wanted to send you like a longer message and then I forgot to do it. And then I felt like too much time had passed. And so she's in her head just as much as I'm in my head about this little funny conversation. So get over that. Next, and very connected to that, is get over being a people pleaser. So this is number 2. Get over being a people pleaser. And he recommends this book. It is called Approval Addiction. And I don't have the author, I'm sorry. I'm sure that there are a lot of books around that, but hopefully there's only one titled Approval Addiction, and you can find it on Amazon. And this is where he also said, he repeated what Rachel Hollis always says, which is that someone else's opinion is none of your business. You will never be able to please everyone, so don't try to do that. This is like, this one is the hardest for me. I am a people pleaser. I want everybody to like me. I want everybody to think I'm fun and cool and that I don't know, have a nice Instagram. I don't know. These are all the things that I think about. And ultimately, what we're building is not for... While it is for other people, what we're building in our businesses is for ourselves. We are creating that time, money, and freedom for ourselves, for our families. And so what other people think about that and pleasing them should not be of concern as we are going forward and building. Next. This one's huge. This year specifically, Holly, who is an MVP, I just talked about her earlier, she has said this over and over for this year specifically, because I'm sure you guys have seen so many girls on Instagram shooting to the top of the company, is we need to get over comparing yourselves to other people. And so she has said, do not look side to side, even in your sidelines. Like, do not look side to side. Keep focused, keep moving forward, because everybody's story is different in this company. Not everyone is going to get to regional vice president in 3 months. Sometimes it's going to take longer. Is it possible for everyone? Yes. But should you let somebody else's success get in the way of your own? No. Do not do that. So he had said, if you didn't hit your goals, or maybe you like didn't do very well the month before, or you kind of gave up on yourself and you were just seeing everybody else doing really well, and so you were like, why do I even try? Probably stay off Facebook the first of the month, because those groups, which I'm sure all of you guys saw, erupt with congratulations and recognition for all the people that have achieved these goals. And so if you're someone who's going to look at that and you know this about yourself, you're going to look at that and be like, oh, it's never going to be me. Don't even go on. Set those boundaries for yourself, because you know yourself, and just put your head down, focus, and keep moving forward. Blinders on. So yeah, he said the fastest way to open your mind to doubt is starting to compare yourself to everyone else. When you compare yourself to other people, you become bitter. And when you compare yourself to yourself, you become better. So our goal is not to compare ourselves to each other. It's to compare ourselves to ourselves. Are we growing? Are we becoming better people? Are we becoming a better version of ourselves than we were the day before every single day? Are we making progress? That is what we should be looking at, not what other people are doing. So blinders on, compare yourself to yourself, and get better every day. Number 4, get over people that have given up on their dreams. Oh, this is so sad. But people, if you guys don't know this, people on your teams are going to quit. And I hope and I pray that no one on this call is one of those people, because I truly, truly, truly believe that if you keep moving and keep working at this, you will be successful. You have to believe in yourself that you can do it. You can borrow my belief. That is what Hannah has always said to Taylor and to Alexa and I. She says, borrow my belief until you have it. And so if you need belief, give me a call. Give you some belief. So this is, he talked about having a crab bucket mentality. And so, I guess like at the beach sometime he like had some crabs that were in this bucket and he was watching them. And if it was just one crab in the bucket, it would be able to like crawl up the side and get out. But if there were multiple crabs in the bucket, one would start to crawl up and another one would grab onto it and pull it back down. And so don't let people, this is the analogy, don't let those people who are giving up on their dreams make you give up on yours too. Yeah, he said, how many times have you been pulled back down by someone? You have to ignore the crabs, recognize who they are, ignore them, even if they're people you love. So, people are going to quit. Just because they have given up on their dreams doesn't mean you're giving up on yours. Whether you succeed or fail, you will never have to have the same fate as those who never tried. All right. Or more. I got to get moving because it's going to cut me off on my time. Number 5, get over managing people and get on with leading them. The wrong mindset to have is, I can get you off the bench. So let's say like we have all of this team. Let's think about, it's a Super Bowl day. So let's think about football. You're going to look on the field, and off the top of my head, honestly, you guys, my husband would be so disappointed. I think there's like 11 people are on the field on each team. I don't know. But that many people are on the field. You look on the sidelines, how many people are on the sidelines, okay? So many people on the bench. And unfortunately, the coach is not able to work with all of the people on the bench and all of the people on the field. Who's the coach focused on? The coach is focused on the people on the field because they are the ones playing the game. The bench definitely plays a role. It's important to have a bench because, I mean, you'll get people who will join on, have the vision, and then they'll be like, ugh, I don't want to work at it, but I still love the products and I'm going to use the discount. And so you want people on your bench who are going to be consultant shoppers because they will likely add QV to your months, but the bench won't build your business for you. So rather than having that wrong mindset of I can get people off the bench, the correct mindset is to find new people and lead on the field. You will never get anyone to do what they are not willing to do. So if you have people on your team who you are like talking to and you are pouring into and you feel like you are giving them everything you've got and they still aren't doing anything, it's a little cutthroat. I know it might feel that way, but you're never going to be able to make them do something they're not willing to do. And so move on from that and find some people who want to play on the field. And an additional fact with this is whatever you want other people to do, you should do it first. So you should be leading from the front. Number 6, get over your need to be perfect. Perfection does not duplicate. It alienates. So if I were perfect all of the time, people on my team would be like, well, I'm never going to be like Emily. So why, it's the same cycle of then you get into all of these doubts and they just rush in. Like, I could tell you 1 million stories of ways that I have failed at this business. And I do, as that comes up with my direct sponsees. And also if you guys wanted to chat, those of you who are feeling stuck, I can tell you about my November and honestly most of my December until I decided to kick it into gear at the end. And so I don't have time to go into it right now, but this matters. So Make sure that when you're making mistakes, you aren't just hiding them. Share them. Share your mistakes because it shows growth. If you aren't making mistakes, you aren't working. Because there's no way to be perfect at this. Everybody's learning as they go. That's what I love about this business is that you can learn as you go. So learn from your mistakes. We need to let go of some things we just aren't that good at. The difference between doing things perfect and doing them right. That is what we need to focus on. Number 7, get over your fear of hearing the word no. It's going to happen. Don't take it personally. Part of winning is being able to work through the no's. So all of those young national vice presidents that you guys see on Instagram, they've trained many times now with our VPs, like our national vice presidents. They did a training even in Maui where they got up on stage and they said, people don't see that we get no's, but we're getting no's all the time. We just don't share about the no's. We share about the yeses because that's who we're celebrating. We're not celebrating the no's. But the biggest difference is that instead of getting a no and letting it completely cripple you, they're getting the no and they're like, okay, moving on. Last thing, get over trying to be what other people expect you to be and be who God created you to be. So you will see as you continue in this business, so many people who are different from you, different from each other. As you guys read those Ion Arbonne stories on the website, you'll see hundreds of different stories of people who are from completely different backgrounds who are working this business. So there is no reason to change who you are to please someone else. So don't do it. He says, especially if that person won't be around long enough to appreciate it. So we are fearfully and wonderfully made. There are seeds of greatness inside each one of us. And you guys, we were designed to flourish. We were designed with this beautiful God-given spirit that he's given us to share. He's given us to share with our clients, share with new people that we're meeting, share with our teams. And I'm running out of time. Okay, I can't upgrade. No, sorry. So anyway, I hope that lands with you guys. Get over trying to be what other people expect you to be, and be who God created you to be, because the best version of who you are is who you were designed to be. So live into that. Let God shine through that. Believe in yourself. Believe in those seeds of greatness that you have in yourself, and believe that God is watering them to bloom. You guys, I have loved experiencing and getting to know each one of you and seeing these bursts of light in you as you find how your passions and your seeds of greatness fit in this company. And I'm just so excited to continue to watch those grow and to continue watching them bloom. So now we've had 3 weeks of training. The goal card training on vision and having practical goals, the sponsoring training, and now the 8 things that we need to get over and get on with in order to succeed in our business. Now, none of this matters if you don't apply it. So you can be a professional student or you can be a professional doer. Like you can sit and you can take in all of the information for all of the days, but if you're not going to do anything with it, then you're not going to see any results. So what I want you guys to do is write this down. I'm going to learn this, practice this, and apply it. If you guys get stuck and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, why don't you go back to those 8 things, because one of them is going to speak to wherever that is rooted in. You need to be perfect? Nope, you got to get over it. Got to go get on with it. Practicing, applying, you can do this. So next week, we will be back here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. I'm so excited for you guys to get your asks out. Make sure that you're doing that. Consistency is key. Every day making income producing activity. So that is asking people to host, asking people to take a look at the business, asking people to sit down on a one-on-one and talk about the products, sharing the 30-day, especially, getting in front of as many people as you can. February is our shortest month of the year, as you guys know, but I am confident it is going to be our biggest. So I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so excited for you guys. I cannot wait to celebrate at the Discover Arbonne in person on the 11th. And I just am so grateful to know each and every single one of you guys. So I hope that you have a great rest of your Sunday. Boo Patriots. I don't care. Boo Patriots. I don't really care about the Rams, but hopefully I didn't just piss any of you off. Okay, bye.